Hello. I'm trying to think of a good way to turn this on and not have to make too many adjustments. I got this idea pertaining to the Atari 2600. This is Clay Hammock, and I think my handle for the forum Atari Age was the retro side or something like that. But after looking at a lot of things, reading some forums on Atari Age and everything, and it occurred to me that I didn't seem to see any video on this, and just like things that come and go, it was a great thing and now it's wore off or whatever. But I wanted to bring the attention that more could be done with this device. They have on Atari Age a set of games for the Atari Vox, which keeps your high score and can talk if they program that into the game. But the only trouble is, just like some of the boxes for, say, the Texas, what do you call that, TI 99 or whatever, it had a talking box. Intellivision had a talking box. Same thing. You find out there was only like 8 games for it, and then that was it. And I noticed that on the new games, they don't seem to have any of them talking. Maybe 1 or 2 that the Atari Vox can keep the high score, but there's more room for talking for the Atari Vox, and I want to show you because of something I found. When I got the Atari Vox, this should come with every one of them. It should have been a piece of paper that told you about what I didn't find out for a year. I was just looking through some old Atari Age forums, and I found a program called Speak and Spell, which was why is my, oh well, I don't know why. Maybe it means it's out of focus. My camera was blinking. But anyway, it looks like a Speak and Spell from the 1970s, the toy that the children would hold and would punch in words, and then it would speak back in a voice. Well, somebody had the great idea to use this to be able to not only play a game that uses Atari Vox, one that talks like Juno first, but that you can type in your own messages and hear it played back through your 2600 with the Atari Vox hooked up to it and your speakers hooked up to the Atari Vox. And recently I've been thinking maybe not everybody knows about it. I didn't know about it for a year, and I thought that if the people that have Atari Vox and they don't have it, maybe if they go to Atari Age and look for it, maybe they can find this program for the Atari Vox called Speak and Spell. And what it does is you can not only type in a message and play it back, you can also speed it up or slow it down, or make it talk high or make it talk low, or the normal voice is really cool. It's the old retro whatever robot voice, you know, which was really, really good. And so I found it and played around with it, and I started typing in things, and some of them sound good and some of them don't. Some of them, if you replace some letters, it will suddenly say it really good. So I was thinking about the games. What, 8, 9, 10, 12 is all they got for Atari Vox. I found out that there was 2 games that were never finished, and both of them talked, and they were so close to being finished. One game called Going Down was 99% finished, and it was more than a year before I even knew that he put speech in it. I think I knew a little earlier that you could keep high score, but one day I saw something on the forum about something that told me that going down could talk with the Atari Vox or something. So I hooked it up and I was surprised. It's one of the best ones ever. And for some programmer from Atari Age Connection would just go in there and program it to go from the dead zone back to the beginning, and then if you're good enough, maybe you can play a little bit of the game a second time until you lose or whatever. I think the guy that done it, he had a brain hemorrhage or something, but there must be a way to do it, and to say that, well, if anybody comes up, that just give him the profit he would have got or whatever. There must be a way. It's 99% finished, and most people probably, a lot of people probably don't know that it is probably one of the best ones for speech, and it's 99%. Of course, you can just get a harmony card like me, or you can get the program and do what Atari Age says. You can ask them to put the program on a cartridge and send it back to you so you can play it on your 2600, and well, maybe you could do that. But anyway, I'm getting carried away because I had this idea to show you. I have a name for this video. It's called What If? And I just typed in a couple of phrases, and one more thing I wanted to point out about the Speak and Spell program. I'm going to show it to you real soon. I had to test it and see if my camera would show my old CRT at all, and it does. It doesn't scroll. It just makes the top part dark, which is better. Scrolling is the worst. That just ruins it. But you can see it. It's just dark at the top. It don't scroll, even though it's a CRT TV. But anyway, I got this idea of what if, and there was a few phrases I did that was good enough that I said, wow. There was a game that came out, and I think they made a card just came out called Lost Cat, and I got a phrase from the Atari Vox that would be good in Lost Cat. The idea is that you could have put speech in one or two of the new games, and they're just kind of getting away from the Atari Vox. And my idea is, what if there was a phrase or two for the game Lost Cat? And what if Squish 'em talked like the Coleco version with the Atari Vox? He could say Squish 'em, and maybe he could say ouch or whatever, money, money, money. And I did get the Atari Vox to say squish 'em. So that's it. I got the whole thing set up, and I'm going to just show a few games, and then maybe I will finish it off by going down with the sound version with the Atari Vox hooked up. In one moment, I will show you the audio Vox. One moment. Okay, here it is. If you don't know what I'm talking about, and you probably do, that little thing, you plug it into the second player, and then you plug your speakers in here. It's got to be speakers from an old computer. I got these speakers at a thrift store. It will not work on anything new from a computer. You got to look for some really old speakers or come up with some other way. But anyway, I just wanted to show you, since it's black, there. Maybe you could see it now with the light reflecting off of it. Atari Vox. Okay. I've got my Nintendo 26 Junior hooked up. I've got my computer hooked up. I've got the Speak and Spell on the screen in the TV. I am ready, so let's go! After I put this back in.
Atari Vox.
See, what did I tell you? Okay, here we go. Okay, we'll start the first one. What if lost cat? Well, no. First, I will show you very quickly what the speak and spell looks like on the TV. Then we'll do lost cat, a couple of others, and hopefully I can play going down a little bit, and that'll be it. So I'm going to swing the camera over there and show you what this thing will look like if you look for it, and you'll know what to look for. So, and not only that, I forgot to tell you that with the Audio Vox, it will save 4 phrases when you turn off the game, the Atari 2600. So that's really neat. I was saying, oh, you know, that ain't much if you could put in a phrase and then turn it off and it forgets it, but it's really neat. It'll memorize 4 phrases, and you can change them if. So here we go. Okay, let's hope it all works out. Yep, for one thing, I can't see it until I shut my little screen here. Okay, I think this is probably the most I've done with the camera since I've been making videos. So you can see part of it. See, it says lost cat. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. I didn't even know it said lost cat. So there it is. That is like the screen of an old speak and spell. And you may not be able to see the bottom of it because it's very light, but it's got all the letters of the alphabet, and before at the bottom it's got L1, L2, L3. Those are the saves, and to the right you can clear the memories if you want to. So this is what it looks like. That is the speak and spell. It's a free download for the Audio Vox. You get that, but you will have to have a harmony cart to put it on there, of course. That's one catch. And it will only play on the Atari 2600 or the Junior. So here we go. I will show Lost Cat, kitty, 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 of the game that I got on my computer. Here we go. As you see, here's Lost Cat. Now I'm just going to play it a little bit and then just give you an idea. What if Lost Cat could work with the Audio Vox? And I thought this one was funny anyway, the funniest. So here we go. Yes, I don't, okay. Now I'm hoping that it's going to stay that way because I'm not going to pull up the screen to check it. So as you see, here is Lost Cat. I'll begin the game a little bit, and then we'll get the Lost Cat to talk. Let's see here. Okay, as you know, it starts like this. There we go. In the dark. Uh-oh, bad guy. I like that. Aha, let's get the fish. There we go. I just show, wait a minute. Oh no. Well, you gotta have a battle with him, but aha! I got something. Uh-oh, I don't want to fight him. He changes color too much, you lose the game. I'm getting carried away. I can't show too much. Aha, it's a golden fish. Aha. Go up. Up. Now you can't have a harder mode where you can have that to be invisible so that you can fall into a dungeon hole. For some reason the programmer thought that was a good idea, but I don't. He thought you was a little bit kind of playing it too easy. I like easy games. It's amazing how many screens this thing has. I've never come to the end of it. Whoops. I'm just about ready to give you the idea and go, oh, look at that. Something made out of gold. I like that. Aha, here's something else made out of gold. Yeah. One thing about the Atari 2600, it's got brilliant colors. Whoops. Aha. Ah, more gold. Aha, here's something else. Yeah, okay, now that's it. Okay, here's something else. Well, that's it. I better not show too much. So, the idea of this is that you're supposed to get 6 cat treats. That when you fight these enemies, there's the cat's hiding behind one of them, and the cat treats are hiding everywhere, and they're behind some of the enemies. That once you get the 6 cat treats, you have to find the cat. And if you do, the cat will follow you outside of the dungeon castle, and then you beat the game, which I never have. So, but, okay, say supposing, I don't know, you get to the point where you beat the game, right? And then the cat shows up. And then all of a sudden, the audio Vox speaks. And this is what it could say. So, wait a minute. So you're beating the game, the cat shows up, and then all of a sudden the audio Vox kicks in. And it could say something like this. I hope you hear it. Okay, so it could say something like this.
Left cat here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
I'll turn it up as loud as I can.
Left cat here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Did you hear that?
Left cat here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Left cat here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Left cat here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
So it could do that. It could say, here, kitty, kitty, or lost cat. And it could say other phrases. I just want to give an example that some of these games might be better if they talked. But too bad they don't. But maybe it could inspire some of the people to come out with newer games to make a few of them speak. Which this one would have been a good one to have a few words in it. And then, of course, to keep the high score. So I only have about, let's see, 4 things planned to show for the audio Vox. So let's go to the next game. I was thinking of doing a video too called Hidden Gems of the Homebrews of 2600. Somewhere out there in La La Land in the internet, and mostly Atari age, there's homebrew games that are good, and some of them go way back to like 10 years ago, 8 years ago, and they're still there. And one of these games, but I think it was more recently, it's a fun little game, but a lot of people don't know about it. And it's called Tron, but it's not the old Tron for the 2600 for 1982. This is a new homebrew Tron, and it's not too hard, and it has mazes like Pac-Man. And it's a fun little game, but what if it talked? What if you could play it with the audio Vox? So I will show you the game first. So here we go. And we got here it is. That's the beginning of Tron. Now let me check real fast to see if the camera is still on the screen good. I'm trying something different. I don't have my little TV screen. Still right on there. That's great for now. Perfect. Okay, so the game starts out. You're looking for master control. That's your time bar. And it starts out kind of like this. Here we go. Okay, whoops. Okay, so you're looking for master control. And his robots are fighting you. And you go through another maze. Up. Oh, get out of his way. Oh. Here's master control. Can I make it? I don't know. Wow, they're a little bit kind of like on the hard. What did I do? Oh, I lost. No, wait a minute. I didn't. He's invisible. This may be set for a harder level. Oh, doggone it. Well, I wanted to... Oh. I got a second guy, but I'm running out of time. Oh, good grief. Well, I wanted to show you. That gives you something. I don't know what. I haven't read the instructions. I can't find master control. I don't even ever remember this maze. I don't think I'll find him this time. Oh. I can't find him. Well, I'm about out of time. Where? Well, you saw, there's master control there. And he's in there. Okay, one more try and that's it. I will just... This must be set for hard. I bet it is. That's the one thing about it. With Stellar, sometimes you don't have a choice of difficulty levels. Because I'm not playing it on the 2600, so this may not be set at the easiest mode here because it looks like, yeah, like it's a little bit harder than usual. Okay, where is master control? Where is it? It just keeps repeating. Master control, here we go. This has got to be a harder level. Okay, here we go. And that's it. I beat master control, and you just keep playing, I guess. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so what if master control, what if it could talk? Gee, I hope this ain't taking too long. So anyway, master control. Okay, here we go. Now listen carefully because it's not loud. I got the speakers on the floor. So if master control, that's a really good homebrew, especially set on the easy mode. It could be something like this. If the Audio Vox worked with it, now listen to this.
Save me from master control.
Turn your volume up, can you hear that?
Save me from master control.
Save me from master control.
Save me forem master control. Save me forem master control.
Yes, it could say that. And the reply from your player, your man, and it could be in a different pitch, which I can't do it. I'm not a programmer. But the guy that you're playing could say this back to master control.
Net me. Net me. Net me.
He's saying you won't get me. So you could have that in a few more phrases. You could have a little fun with the Atari Vox if it could play on the homebrew Tron game. So just maybe one more. This one is called Trash Mania. So let me check the camera one more time. I can't believe it. Still in place. So here we go. Trash Mania. Oh, that's the version I wanted to play. I thought I never found it. Okay. I didn't want to play the other version. This is the one I wanted to play. It's easier usually. So anyway, this is a homebrew, I guess, and I think they made it into a game, but cartridge. I'm not sure though, but it plays all the way to it's a full game. So anyway, let's see. So that's it. Pick up the trash. Woo! You gotta jump over that bar. Take the trash. And careful. Then you take the trash back. And you go back and take out some more trash. Notice the background. Every background is a different drawing. So that's nice. It's going to come again. Now, you got to go back. Take the trash all the way back. Then you got to go get some more trash. So, how could this talk if it had the audio box? This one you have to bear with me. I got to type it in because I've used up my 4 memories. So, what could Trash Mania say? Okay, let's see here. Okay, I hope you can tell what it says. I will just bear with me. I wish I could show you this, but okay. Okay, real fast, I will type this in. Okay. Let's see. I'll type in the letters T. H I S dash T R T R A S H dash S T I N K S K S space P I C K This is it. One more word. K, or two words, two little words. I, T, space. Okay, U, P, and then a little something to make a high pitch at the end a little bit. Okay, so you're playing Trash Mania, and if it worked with the Audio Vox, it could say something like this.
Lil trash curtains, pick it up. Lil trash curtains, pick it up. Lil trash curtains, pick it up.
Ah, wait a minute. That's it, I made a mistake here. Let's see, I don't know if I can correct it though. Rats.
Test,
No, I can't correct it. Well, let's see.
test.
Rats. Well, anyway, I typed in an R instead of S for stinks. I wrote, but it's close enough anyway, so it could say, this trash stinks, pick it up.
Lil trash curtains, pick it up. Lil trash curtains, pick it up. Lil trash curtains, pick it up.
So that's what it could say. This trash stinks, pick it up. Okay, that's about it. So, very fast. Okay, what about if Squish'em could talk for the 2600? I'll give a short play of this. Squish 'em! Squish 'em! It won't sound that good though. Squish 'em! I guess I had to put that in there. But definitely you can make it a higher pitch than what I can make it do. I don't know if I'll ever have time to play around with pitching the voice up to a higher pitch. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so if this is it. Okay, so if of course you could get it to talk, you would want it to say squish 'em. So that's it. I'll do it real quick. Oh boy, I hope you're not right. It says I've been on this TV for 2 hours. I don't think so. Well, maybe I have. Oh boy. Squish 'em. Let's see. Here we go. Squish. Space. This will be the last one. Okay, okay. Okay, now this will give you a rough idea. If Atari Vox worked for Squish'em, the homebrew, it might say,
Scorch them. Scorch them.
well, let's see here. Maybe you could hear it better with a speaker here.
Scorch them. Scorch them. Scorch them. Scorch them. Scorch, 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 scorch them. Scorch, 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 scorch them. Scorch, 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 scorch them.
And you got the gist, that's it. It's funny, these used to be louder. Maybe it's because I'm only using one audio line. It used to be pretty loud. So that's about it. Let's see here.
Atari Vox.
Okay, real quickly, I may have already done this video too long, but I did want to show a little bit of Fall Down, the good version of it. Let's see, version I like. Yeah, last one. So I will turn the camera on here real quickly, and so here it is. Now we're going to engage in a game that works with the Audio Vox, going down, and it was never finished. So here we go. See if you can't hear hear it. Here we go.
Man goes down.
I hope you can hear that. It says man goes down. I don't know why. It sure isn't playing loud. So I will turn it up really louder.
Run, run, run.
Oh, that's too loud. Too loud. And I got no choice. Oh, he said the bad word.
Run, run, run.
Too loud. Now he sounds like a cat.
You suck.
Oh, he did it again.
The food be with you.
He says, may the truth be with you. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, way too loud. Okay, so that's it.
Game over.
So that's what it would have sounded like.
Run.
I gotta quit. Yeah.
You suck.
Oh, you darn.
The food be with you.
That's the one part I don't like. But he has another version that don't say that word. Okay, so that's it. That's it. Okay.
Game over.
Game over.